Welcome everyone to Quiz Marshmallow channel. This is Who is Most Likely to? Friends Edition. A fun game that you can play your knowledge challenge. Then Marshmallow is giving away special gift to viewer who comments on a video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more quizzes. All right, let's get started. Who is most likely to get a face tattoo? Who is most likely to forget something very important? Who is most likely to start a new fashion trend? Game Who is most likely to be the best at hide and seek? Who is most likely to eat something off the ground? Who is most likely to eat the most ice cream? Who is most likely to have the most full wardrobe? Who is most likely to have the messiest room? Who is most likely to forget a friend's birthday? Who is most likely to stay up all night playing video games? Who is most likely to get lost in their hometown? Who is most likely to have a bad hair day? Who's most likely to have the most children? Who's most likely to always have the best snacks at home? Who's most likely to break a world record? Who's most likely to be late to everything? Who's most likely to become a stand-up comedian? Who's most likely to live in a zoo? Who's most likely to fart in an elevator full of people? Who's most likely to have the best dance moves at a party? Who's most likely to enter an eating competition and win? Who's most likely to go on Squid Games? Who's most likely to cry while watching a sad movie? Who's most likely to sneak into the movies? Who's most likely to be killed first if they were in a horror movie? Who is most likely to take clothes out of the dirty laundry pile to wear? Who is most likely to drop their phone on the ground? Who is most likely to sleep through their alarm clock? Who is most likely to have the most hats? Who is most likely to binge watch a series in one night? Who is most likely to keep a secret? Who is most likely to start gossiping? Who is most likely to be the best at drawing? Who is most likely to have multiple crushes? Who is most likely to bring their dog everywhere? Who is most likely to eat the most ice cream? Who is most likely to open their own business? Who is most likely to break the world record in eating? Who is most likely to get offended? Who is most likely to become bald-headed? Who is most likely to eat with their fingers? Who is most likely to copy and paste their homework from Google? Who is most likely to get mad after losing a game? Who is most likely to change their first name? Who is most likely to scream their heads off on a roller coaster? Who is most likely to sleepwalk? Who is most likely to trip over their own feet? Who is most likely to own the most pets? Who is most likely to have stage fright? Who is most likely to want to win the lottery? Who is most likely to use misplaced emojis? Who is most likely to pull a push door? Who is most likely to forget what they were saying? Who is most likely to order an item on the menu? Who is most likely to yell at the TV during sport games or movies? Who is most likely to become a baby again? Who is most likely to eat spaghetti with syrup? Who is most likely to spend all their money on something stupid? Who is most likely to dye their hair a crazy color? Who is most likely to be a couch potato? Who is most likely to snore the loudest? Who is most likely to accidentally break something valuable? Who is most likely to be late to school? Who is most likely to stream at a cockroach? Who is most likely to make a ridiculous face in every photo? Who is most likely to get lost in their own neighborhood? Who is most likely to try the weirdest food? Who is most likely to volunteer for a challenging task? Who is most likely to fail a simple test? Who is most likely to talk to animals? Who is most likely to be the first to apologize? Who is most likely to start a conversation with a stranger? Who is most likely to accidentally spill a drink on someone? Who is most likely to spend hours on social media? Who is most likely to accidentally send a text to the wrong person? Who is most likely to fall asleep in class? Who is most likely to laugh so hard they snort? Who is most likely to make a disgusting sounds while eating? Who is most likely to eat dessert before dinner? Who is most likely to be wanted by the police? Who is most likely to wait in line for 3 days to buy the next iPhone? Who is most likely to admit when they are wrong? Who is most likely to throw a party while their parents are out of town? Who is most likely to have an unhealthy obsession over a celebrity? Who is most likely to cancel plans at the last minute? Who is most likely to lock their keys in their car? Who's most likely to be in the Olympics? Who's most likely to buy more underwear instead of doing laundry? Who's most likely to own their own farm? Who's most likely to order a pizza? Who's most likely to become a CEO? Who's most likely to own a cat? Who's most likely to marry a celebrity, most likely to join a cult? Who is most likely to steal food from someone's plate? Who is most likely to start a silly argument over who gets to sit in the front seat of the car? Who is most likely to have the most embarrassing childhood? Who is most likely to have the biggest sweet tooth? Who is most likely to be the better cook? Who is most likely to have the most embarrassing nickname? Who is most likely to be the first to apologize after a fight? Who is most likely to get into a hilarious sibling rivalry over something trivial? Who is most likely to forget to water the plants? Who is most likely to be the messiest in the family? Who is most likely to have a messy room? Who is most likely to start a pillow fight in the morning? Who is most likely to be the most forgetful? Who is most likely to take the blame for something their sibling did to protect them? Who is most likely to be the responsible one when parents are away? Who is most likely to eat the last cookie and blame it on the dog? Who is most likely to refuse to share their snacks? Who is most likely to skip washing their hands after using the bathroom?
Who is most likely to give their teacher a fake excuse for not doing homework?
Who is most likely to spend hours perfecting their makeup before leaving the house? Thank you for watching this video on the Marshmallow Quiz channel. Don't forget drop like and subscribe to our channel for more quizzes and fun.